at that. I found a third.
Oh, have you now?
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only
Yeah, it
just
popped
managed
up
to
while
get
I was just
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
he was watching porn, okay, and it popped up. Gonna go with that
No,
one.
you stay. We need to find that key. And time.
I don't know why he would,
I'll make the
but
trip. What about
what
Cross?
else is there to do in an apocalyptic
Everything's gonna
situation
be
like
fine.
this?
I'll be back soon.
I don't know, at least.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter approaches.
Oh, and
The
here
air
comes
still
Connor's
sharp with grim expectation.
heroic speech,
The
as I
others
like to
seem
call
to
it,
do and go
call
about
it,
their work
call
with
it, call it,
uncommon
call
urgency.
it.
I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now
Oh,
demand
do they
my
now, Connor?
attention.
Would you like to tell us more
The
about
Templars
this?
have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead.
Well, he's a right
I hope
bastard in the
shield them from
DLC.
this
Maybe you should
knowledge
let them kill
if
him.
Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so
I love it how I'm just
resolved to
walking
share
around in a
everything I
circle in
know
the
of
Matrix.
the Templars
It's what
and
you would really do
their
in the
plots.
Matrix, isn't it? You wouldn't want to
who
do
I
all
really
this
am.
epic kung fu, slow motion
finds
shit. You would just
fault
walk around in a
and we
circle in
argue every
what
day,
looks like
but there is simply too much now at
a
stake to
broken
maintain
piece of
their
glass.
strength.
It looks like we're getting kicked out.
Don't do this, Connor.
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control?
Sounds good to me.
We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood fall? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men
Preach,
like you are in
Achilles.
charge.
Preach.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy.
Or get yourself killed. You could add that. Maybe a nice little add-on. No, he's just going to be a bastard. Okay. One thing I have begun to notice is, I've never really thought about this before, but the correlation between Desmond and Connor seem very much alike. They're very much like in personality and just, well, personality, because you don't really know much other. Well, personality is quite a big subject, isn't it? Now, Brad. Oh God. But yeah, they seem a lot alike. Do we have to do all this horse riding crap, or can we just teleport? Thomas Hickory. Nope, I don't want to know about you. I want to get to the location. I'm going to. Nope. No. Okay, I'm guessing that. I guess. Oh God, I'm messing up quite a bit. Oh, set marker. It looks like we cannot teleport, so this is going to be a long ride. The awkward silence of the winter wilderness. This. Well, this is interesting. Still think we need a radio shoved up the horse's ass so I can listen to it while Connor is on the open road, as you would say. I'm quite surprised I've not been attacked by a bear yet. It's usually my luck to get all the bad luck. And there's going to be a bear around the corner, isn't there? No. Okay. Well, this must seem bloody boring. There's not much I can really do about that, is there? I could kill some birds, I guess. I could kill some foxes or some shit like that, I don't know. Or I could come up with a clever joke. But, you know what, we're just going to get there. You don't need good commentary or anything to enjoy a video. You just need... Well, you don't need anything. Well, you do. God, I talk shit. Just... I talk shit. Yeah, shit spews out my mouth every moment I say something. Damn, I'm having negative thoughts lately. Or do I always have negative thoughts? I probably do. I'm going mad. Crazy. Crazy old folk in my old age. Well, if you don't want to hear all this nagging, I'll probably have put up in a... whatever you... whatchamacallit, annotation, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna go for annotation. Up somewhere to skip to an interesting part of the game. Hopefully I'll do something interesting sooner or later when I get to this point. I don't even know why we left the homestead. Are we doing anything? It's quite a long travel. Am I sure we can't just fast travel? No, apparently not. Why, thank you, Connor. Thank you for not having the ability to fly. Flying would be a good ability in Assassin's Creed. Just... But... Maybe use a tree to catapult ourselves across the wilderness? Doesn't seem logical now, does it? And look what Connor has been reduced to. Running in a swamp. Connor's most proudest hour. I'm guessing it's supposed to be the opposite, but you know what? Connor's not really had much... Well... Yeah, Connor's pretty much had a shit life, so I'm going to go and say running through a swamp is probably one of his better moments. Good. Duh. Oh shit. Crap. I'm guessing they were some hungry wolves after me. And yes they are, but they're having a swim, so hopefully we can run away. Yes, we don't want to mess with the wolves because they'll kick my ass. Kiss my shiny metal ass. But for some actual useful news, we will be starting a 4-player co-op when Aliens Colonial Marines is released. This is actually something relevant and something I'll talk about for a moment. So I think, yeah, it's good. It's a positive note. Sit against all this crappy snow wilderness shit. So, moving on. Aliens Colonial Marines looks quite interesting. Supposedly the game-like sequel to Aliens, the second movie, the best of the Aliens movie. And before you say Prometheus was part of the Aliens franchise, you can just go to hell, because what? They make a few references to anything related to aliens, but they never really show anything of the aliens. It'll get explained later on, because apparently there's 2 more sequels coming for Prometheus, which will explain more in depth of how the aliens first came to be. But back to the game, it's about halfway through the second movie. Well, not halfway through, sorry. It makes a reference to when the Marines call for backup, and they say they'll be there in 5 weeks. Well, the squad supposedly coming to save them. And Aliens Colonial Marines takes up where the squad arrives. You are the squad, which has come to rescue... What's her name? Ridley? Ripley. Come to save Ripley, the kid, and that lot. Most of them die anyway, but you know what I mean. And yes, at the very end of the aliens, part of the colony does explode, but that doesn't account for the entire colony. And then you've got the command... Well, was he sergeant? I can't remember. If you remember the initial encounter with the aliens and the Marine squad, that some of the Marines get captured. I believe they're actually in this game, and it looks like this is George Washington, so we'll get back on topic.